even myself, when I left, and many times that I've left, and I've been offered to stay there on the other side many times. And I knew that means that the physical body dies. That's the point of no return. And every single time my soul desires to come back, and not every soul desires to come back. Some people do leave, and that's completely fine. But there are certain things that your soul wants to do here, or it's the reason why you've come here to begin with. A lot of people think too, when you're over there, for some reason, you don't have this sense of emotion, anger, or expression, extreme expression. You do. That's the reason why a lot of souls have come here, just due to essentially irritation, yeah, of what was taking place. Now, when souls choose to experience something, and to answer the question, how do you find your path? It's easy to find your path when you start fully expressing yourself honestly and completely. And the reason why people don't do that, and when you really think about it, is because they're afraid of being judged. So when people cross over to the other side, you hear a lot of near-death people cross over to the other side. The reason why they say they were bathed in unconditional love, it's not necessarily that they were bathed in unconditional love the way that they think. It's because they were not being judged for their soul expression. There is no judgment, because you cannot have unconditional love with a judgment. So when you go through your life here in trying to figure out your purpose and what you're supposed to do, it's tuning into your intuition, the thing that people shut down, the instinct of what feels good. Because what feels good, like you said before, well, why don't I just do something that feels bad naturally? Because naturally you're not tuning into your soul's fullest expression of who you are. Otherwise, that's why you feel different, right? So when you tune into that, you just do that, you'll start walking in a path of doing things that may not even make sense to you, but you're doing it based off your soul's integrity, walking in integrity. Yeah.
So then what about, or what to think of the concept of karma that we've derived?
No, there's no karma. You cannot have.
That's controversial, no, for people.
Yeah, I know.
I like the way you said it, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's and this is the thing, right? I'm not necessarily here to be liked. I'm just here to share the truth of what it is from the other side, and who that reaches, who it doesn't really matter to me, as long as it reaches the people that it's supposed to. Karma, no, there's no such thing as karma. That is a great way to put a soul into fear of constantly thinking that they are going to be looped forever, for eternity, all those things, right? You need to deal with this, deal with that. There is no judgment on the other side. The very fact of karma means that there's a judgment on the other side of some form. You are the only one that judges yourself. The unforgivable sin is a sin that you cannot forgive yourself for. And there's no one when you leave on the other side that is there to judge you for your actions or what you have done here. You judge yourself because you access all things again. You remember all things again. You're able to view your actions from your, you could say, higher perspective. And you are the ultimate judger. There's no karma or any of that stuff, which then is going to put you into eternal damnation and any of that. That's